maybe a fear that somebody's going to ask me something and I don't know, or I'm going to be asked to do something and I don't know what to do. And that grew into every time I was asked to do something at work, one of the first things I would do is, well, I've never done this before. Amazon, 6 books show up. I start reading, I start researching, I start trying things out, seeing what's working for me, what's not working for me. And that became a pattern that of success for me.
And that fear that you had, where do you think that fear kind of come about? Were you caught off guard once when you were a kid?
Fear is an amazing thing. It's one of the biggest drivers of humans. And for leaders, I talk about the 4 fears of leadership. And one of them I call is the fear of incompetence, which we commonly call the imposter syndrome. And I know I suffer from it every now and then. But the thing is this, statistics show, and many surveys of leaders say that they're always working through at least 2 of these fears at any point in time. So everybody has them. That little voice in our head that says, no, you can't do this or you shouldn't do this. That's a fear. But if we get beyond them, if we figure out ways to get beyond them, how to work with them, right? Take those risks, as I said, because when we take those risks, life is on the other side.
And your fear that as a kid, where do you think that came from?
I don't know. Maybe it's the first time I didn't bring home a report card that my parents wanted to see.
Oh, so that happened?
Oh, yeah, at least once.
And what happened when that happened? What do you remember?
Well, I got, why aren't you doing this? You should be doing your homework and all that type of stuff. But I realized at that time I was not really a big reader. I was learning through sitting in class and memorizing, just absorbing. And after a while, that doesn't work anymore, right? You have to do the reading, you have to do the work. And once I realized that, and I started being a reader, the world opened up. When I wrote my first book and I published it, it gave me a totally new feeling every time I walk into a bookstore. Because what is in the bookstore is people like myself who are expressing their own ideas.
Yeah, so true. What I'm hearing is this that was a negative, obviously, as a kid, bringing home, no report card and then being reprimanded. But that turned you into what you developed, that fear, and then that turned you into a learner, a lifetime learner. So that was a good thing.